Your thoughts aren't private. We hear everything.
I realized I wasn't having thoughts anymore. I was receiving them. And the worst part is, they sounded exactly like me. This is hollow thoughts. And if you've ever felt your own mind turn slightly against you, listen closely. Because I need someone else to hear this before I convince myself it never happened. It started with a sentence I didn't remember thinking. I was brushing my teeth, staring at my own eyes in the mirror, and the line arrived in my head like it had been placed there. You're doing it again, pretending you don't notice. I froze with toothpaste in my mouth, not because it was scary, because it was familiar. It had my tone, my rhythm, the exact kind of thing I'd say to myself on a bad day. But I hadn't been having a bad day. I hadn't been thinking anything at all. I spit, I rinsed, I stared at the drain like it might explain it. Then I laughed, quietly, like an idiot. Because what else do you do when your brain glitches? I told myself it was stress, or lack of sleep, or maybe I'd been thinking it and just didn't catch it. That was the first lie I told. The second lie was when I found the note. It was on my kitchen counter, right beside the keys I always misplace, folded once, neat, like someone cared. I didn't remember writing it, but it was my handwriting. The note said, "Don't look in the hallway mirror tonight. You'll make it worse." That's all. No signature, no explanation, just a warning from my own hand. I stood there for a long time, waiting for some normal thought to arrive, like, "This is ridiculous," or "Call someone." But instead, the same calm voice in my head said, "You already know why. You just don't like it." That's when my skin went cold, because I did know why. I have a mirror in the hallway, old, warped at the edges. Makes my face look slightly wrong if I catch it at the wrong angle. And ever since I moved in, I've had this habit. If I walk past it at night, I look. Not because I want to, because I can't not. Like my mind needs to check something, like I'm trying to confirm I'm still present. I stopped doing it for a while, a few months back, after that night I don't talk about. And reading that note felt like someone had reached into my private shame and touched it with a bare finger. I should have thrown it away. Instead, I put it in my pocket, like I was afraid I'd need proof later that I wasn't making it up. That night, I tried not to think. I watched TV with the volume low. I ate something I couldn't taste. I kept my eyes off the hallway. And then, as I was turning off the lights, another thought arrived. If you look, you'll apologize again, and you won't remember why you're apologizing. I said out loud, "What?" My voice sounded too loud in my apartment, like it didn't belong there. I stood in the dark, waiting for the usual echo of my own thoughts. Nothing. Then, very softly in my head, "Go on. Ask me who I'm talking to." I backed away from the hallway without meaning to. Slow steps, like the mirror might hear. That's when I started testing it, not in a brave way, in a desperate way. I'd think something small, something random. What's the capital of Nevada? Or name 3 movies you've seen twice. And sometimes, nothing happened. But sometimes, a response would arrive a second later. Carson City. You don't like being alone. You do it anyway. It wasn't answering my questions. It was answering me. Not the surface stuff, not the trivia. It was answering the things under my thoughts, the part I pretend isn't there. The first time it happened, I told myself it was still me, just my subconscious bubbling up. But then I thought something I would never say to myself. I thought, if you're real, prove it. Tell me something I don't know. There was a pause, a long one, long enough that I almost felt stupid again. Then it said, "Check your camera roll, October 17th. Don't play the last video." My hand started shaking before I even unlocked my phone.
because October 17th wasn't just a date, it was the date I'd blacked out. Not drunk blackout, not I had a wild night blackout, the other kind. The kind where you wake up with your clothes still on, your mouth dry, your front door unlocked, and a feeling like you forgot to be a person for a while. I scrolled. There were videos. I didn't remember taking them. Most were nothing. A few seconds of the floor, a blurry wall, my own breathing. And then, the last one. It was longer. My thumb hovered. I could feel my heart trying to climb out of my chest like it wanted to leave first. Don't play the last video. I didn't. I locked my phone and put it face down like it was a threat. And then, with this quiet confidence that made me hate myself, the voice in my head said, "Good, you're learning." That's when I stopped calling it a voice. I started calling it you. Not me, you, because it felt like it was standing a half step behind my thoughts, watching them form, judging which ones I was allowed to keep. The next day, I found another note. Same handwriting, same neat fold. It said,
Stop trying to remember it the normal way. That's not how you survived it. I sat on the edge of my bed and stared at those words until they stopped looking like language. Survived it. What did that mean? What exactly did I do on October 17th that required survival? I tried to think back. I tried to do it gently, like people say you should. But the moment I pushed toward that night, a pressure built behind my eyes, like my skull didn't have enough space for the truth. And then the voice cut in, sharp for the first time. Don't. You promised. I whispered. I promised who? No response. Just a feeling. A heavy, quiet feeling. Like I'd asked a question I wasn't supposed to know how to ask. After that, the apartment started feeling curated. Not haunted, curated. Like everything was where it should be, but for someone else's comfort. I'd swear I left a cabinet open. It would be closed later. I'd put my keys in a bowl. They'd be on the hook. Small corrections, like living with a roommate who never speaks. Except, I live alone. That's what I always tell people. That's what I've always told myself. Then, 3 nights ago, I walked past the hallway mirror. I didn't mean to look. I swear I didn't. But my eyes slid over, and there I was. Normal, tired, a little pale. And behind me, on the wall, something was written. Not in marker, not carved, like it had always been there and I just stopped seeing it. A single sentence, faded and smudged at eye level. If you hear him, don't answer. My throat tightened so hard I couldn't swallow. And in my head, instantly, like it had been waiting. That's not for you. I didn't move. I couldn't, because a new thought was rising, slow and awful, the kind you feel in your stomach before it reaches your brain. If that warning isn't from me, then who is him? I turned away from the mirror like I was breaking eye contact with a stranger. I went back into my living room. I sat down, and I did something I hadn't done in a long time. I listened to my apartment. Not the normal sounds, not the building settling. I listened for something deliberate, for breathing that wasn't mine, for weight shifting, for the tiny mistakes of someone pretending to be absent. That's when I heard it. Not outside, not in the hallway, inside the walls. A faint vibration, like a phone on silent, and then a voice, muffled, close. It wasn't speaking clearly, but I recognized the cadence immediately, because it was my cadence. It was me talking, like someone had recorded my voice and was playing it back from somewhere I couldn't reach. And the words were wrong. Not gibberish, not nonsense. wrong in a way that made my stomach fold in on itself. It kept repeating one phrase over and over like a mantra. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I covered my ears. The sound didn't change because it wasn't coming through my ears. It was coming through my memory, through whatever crack inside me never healed. And then the voice in my head, the one I've been calling you, said something so soft it almost sounded kind. Do you remember now? The part you keep editing out? I squeezed my eyes shut, and suddenly I did remember something. Not the whole night, just a single moment. Me, standing in the hallway, facing the mirror, whispering at my own reflection like it was another person, and saying, I won't tell anyone, just stop. I opened my eyes. My apartment felt smaller, like it was listening back. And I realized the worst possibility isn't that I'm being watched. The worst possibility is that I made a deal with something that only exists when I'm alone. Something made of my voice, my guilt, my missing time. And it doesn't want me to remember what I gave it. That's why I'm recording this. Not to get help. I don't even know what help would look like. I'm recording this because I need a witness. Because if I'm the only one who knows, it can keep rewriting me. So tell me what you think. Not the easy answer, not get some sleep or see a doctor. Tell me what it means when your own thoughts start setting rules. Tell me what it means when the apology inside your walls won't stop. And if you've ever felt your mind quietly guiding you away from a memory like it's protecting you, or protecting itself, leave it in the comments. And if you want to stay in this space with me, where the scariest thing is the part of you that keeps talking when you're silent, subscribe to Hollow Thoughts. Because I'm gonna check my camera roll again tonight, and I already know what the last video is going to show. I just don't know whether it's me watching it or him.